So we now come to the sexual type of reproduction. What is sexual type of reproduction? In this type of reproduction, development of individual takes place by fusion of gametes. So most important thing is fusion of gametes. So gametes are of two types. One is male gamete, another is female gamete. Male gamete is commonly known as sperm, whereas the female gamete is commonly known as ovum. So if we say that is what is the unit of sexual reproduction? The unit of sexual reproduction is, or rather are, gametes. So this is clear to us. Now, union of two gametes, actually we know that the male gamete or sperm have haploid number of chromosome and female gamete also has haploid number of chromosome. So union of two gametes, that is fertilization, give rise to formation of zygote. There are some post-fertilization phases. So most commonly it is known as zygote, known as 2n number of chromosome, and which give rise to, through embryo, it will give rise to new individual. So this is very, very simplified pathway of sexual reproduction. Anyway, now we come to the types of sexual reproduction. What are the types of sexual reproduction? First of all, there are normally two types of sexual reproduction. One is syngamy. What is syngamy? Syngamy is the complete and permanent union of gametes. So syngamy means complete and permanent union of gametes. So this is syngamy. There are three types of syngamy normally found. What are these? Number one, isogamy. What is isogamy? Where gametes are morphologically same. Gametes are morphologically same or equal. Example, we find in Spirogyra, we find it in Monocysts. Number two, anisogamy. What is anisogamy? Gametes are different shape, size and nature. Gametes have different shape, size and nature. The small gamete, the small one out of these two types of gametes, two shapes of gametes rather, the small type is known as microgamete. Small type is known as microgamete, or this is male gamete. This is active in nature. And the large one, comparatively bigger one, is known as the macrogamete. Which is female gamete. This is comparatively inactive in nature. So anisogamy, where the gametes are different shape, size and nature, the small type, that is microgamete, it is the male gamete, whereas the comparatively large type of gamete is macrogamete or female gamete. Number 3 is oogamy. What is oogamy? Male gamete, in this case, male gamete small, motile with flagella, something like that, small, motile in nature. This is the male gamete. Whereas the female gamete is large and non-motile in nature. In that case, the fertilized egg when the male gamete fertilizes the female one, fertilized egg is called zygospore or oospore. It's called zygote or oospore rather. What we have already mentioned, zygote or oospore. It is found in all the higher groups of plants and animals, including human beings. So, syngamy are of 3 types, isogamy, anisogamy, and oogamy. Now we come to another type of sexual reproduction, that is conjugation. What is conjugation? Conjugation is the union of 2 similar gametes through conjugating tube, and the participating organisms are known as conjugant. Through the conjugating tube, an exchange of genetic material or nuclear material takes place through that tube. So the important term is conjugating tube, and the participating organisms are known as conjugant. Fine. An exchange of nuclear material takes place through this tube. The most common example of such type of reproduction we find in case of Spirogyra. Spirogyra type of algae, we find such type of conjugation. So these are the types of sexual reproduction. Now we come to the advantages and disadvantages of sexual reproduction. The most important advantages is exchange of genetic material takes place. Exchange of genetic material takes place as there involves 2 different sexes. That is the main source of variation, which is the main source of variation, and that is also is the major component of evolution. That is also major component of evolution. That is most important advantage of sexual reproduction. And disadvantage, this is a little bit complex process, and most important thing is the time consuming process. Complex, time consuming process. And another thing is the 2 opposite sexes, that is both the sexes, may not available always. Both sexes may not available always, and in addition to that, loss of gametes may occur. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of sexual reproduction, but still we can say that sexual reproduction is more advanced, and from the point of view of evolution and variation, it is the most important type of reproduction found in case of higher groups of organisms. So, this is all about sexual reproduction. Thank you. For testing your understanding of this lesson and more videos, log on to www.tubelessons.net.